Hello everyone, my name is Kim Rogers and I'm an account manager for all things CAM here at GoEngineer. I'd like to welcome you all to the Step into Industry 4.0 with ShopFloor webinar. Our presenter today is Don Glaske, Manager of Manufacturing, and he'll be taking us through the shop floor to help us better understand the benefit it could bring to your company. One of the reasons we wanted to spotlight ShopFloor today is that CAMWorks is now including a free standalone ShopFloor viewer in every existing customer CAMWorks bundle renewal. We have a good number of attendees today, and since we do have some time constraints, it would be great if you could share your questions in the Q&A field of the meeting manager as you think of them. Then we will get back to you as soon as we can following the webinar. So without taking up more time, I'll turn it all over to Don and we can get started.
All right, thanks, Kim. So we're going to talk to you today about CAMWorks ShopFloor. Mainly, what is it? Understand what it is, because everyone that's a current customer is going to get a free license when you renew your subscription this year with the reseller. And with that being said, we want you to understand what it is, how you can use it, the benefits of it, and just so you have a better understanding and you get the best advantages out of this tool. Okay, what is CAMWorks ShopFloor? Well, it allows you for digital toolpath simulation. So the people down on the shop floor can go ahead and view the simulation. They can review it, they can look at it, they can pause it, of course, they can jump to different operations all that they want and review that. They also can look at the setup, how everything's set up, so they can also review tools, make sure tools are proper, anything is different that you don't want to do, or something's missing, wrong tools are used, etc. Tool list, you can also use a tool list and have setup sheets. Those can be included with it as a digital as well, and you can use the setup sheets to bring those about. You also have step through simulation as well. So other than just the regular simulation you see in the top left corner, you also get step through simulation, so you can pause, you can view, and see exactly where you're at on there as well, if you're looking at anything. And also, of course, we get the back body and the NC editor. There is a version of that inside there digitally. So I will show you all this stuff here in a moment. And then you also get a document manager, so I can attach documents like travelers, routers, anything I want, any type of files that I want to go with this that they can view digitally as well. Okay, so when we get into this, the process of this is, how does it work? Okay, when you load it, you'll install it, and then from there you'll get a button in your CAMWorks tab that has Publish ShopFloor. Then from there, what you can do is you can publish out, and you can put the file location where you want to put it. If that's in the job folder or wherever you want to place that out there. And then also what it allows the person to do, and this is why you're in CAMWorks, just to reiterate, this is publishing out of CAMWorks. You can then also change post processors too. So if you have maybe potential 3 different machines that making this part on the floor, you can push out from the post processors from each individual machine that you want to push out in case someone may work on it before someone else will. Those kind of scenarios. Okay, and then also you can pick different types of output setup sheets that you want to do. If you want to do tool list, or you want to do operations, whatever you want to do, you can do that. Okay, and it comes out as a CWS PFLR, so it comes out as a CAMWorks ShopFloor file, which is a digital file. And what that allows you to do, is they're just talking about, is you can view the program, you can view the model, you can measure, do all those kind of things. If you kick it out with setup sheets, you can review the setup sheets digitally, also step through the toolpath, run a simulation, and review the G code. Okay, so let's get into this. So what we have here, so here's looking at CAMWorks, and we'll see here under our CAMWorks tab here, we have Publish to ShopFloor. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hit that. And we have a Publish tab, and then we also have a Location tab. This here is, I'll go over to the left, we'll go over here, and we'll see that we have where we want to push this to. This is the folder I want to push this to. Okay, so this is your job folder, wherever you're going. Okay, and then here is output. So I can go and say what post processor. It naturally defaults to the post that I picked when I define my machine, but I could go and pick another post that I have that if I want to. Okay, different things you can do there. Output setup sheets. This is where I can pick the different styles. So I have one here. I'll do the GoE mill operations one. We'll do that one. And then here's, of course, where it's pulling from your setup sheets and then the style path. Okay, where your images are. And of course, this is in your CAMWorks Setup tab for options. So if our CAMWorks options. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say okay. And I'm going to go ahead and publish this. And of course, this has already been programmed. So yep, I already picked one out and replace it. And this is digital, so this is going to go out. So if I have changes to this after I've kicked this out and I'm the programmer and I want to change it, when I'm opening it up and there has been changes, there it is associative. So it'll know that the latest version is not what's in the digital container after I publish it. So if after I publish it and change it, it'll let someone know that opens it up in the CAMWorks ShopFloor viewer that, hey, this is not the latest and greatest here. So that's how we're associative and we're tracking how things are linked to each other. So we'll let this do this real quick. Okay, it's going to go ahead and create the views here. And then it's going to come out. It's going to go ahead and I can say open in folder. I can open the CAMWorks ShopFloor right away. So what the CAMWorks ShopFloor is what right here I'm opening is a viewer. It is a viewer only. So you can't modify anything. You can view, you can review, you can measure, you can do all kinds of different things. But if you want to do a change, you would need to go back to the programmer and ask them to, hey, change this, or we don't have this tool. That one was broke. We have this one in now. Maybe things they weren't aware of. So we get a home tab. A home tab, we can go here and open other CAMWorks ShopFloor files. Okay, we also can go here for view, and we can rotate this around. We have different views. We can shade it. We can do different wireframe, whatever we want to do. Okay, we can go here to measure, and I can go measure to the edge. I can measure to the face, maybe points, whatever I'm looking for. I can get area from selected faces. The tools that I get here are also, I can get section views, different things I want to do. So I can do different section views. I can drag this however I want to, okay? If I want to turn this. So I'm able to do that in section views as well. Got to turn that back off. And then on the CAMWorks tab, it gives me the information that came with this. Okay, so if I notice, if I have here, I can move down to my operations. I have tools available to me, and I have a document manager. I didn't attach anything to this time, but I'll show you here where you can do that here in a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to operations, and here we're gonna have our machine. So if we take a look here, we can actually click on the stock. Here's my stock, different things like that. I can do where's my coordinate system? There's my coordinate system, okay. Here's my setup. Here's my toolpath. Okay, so I can then simulate just that toolpath. So I can do a step through toolpath if I want to. And I can go ahead, I'll slow this down a little bit for speed. And I can go ahead and play this and review it. I can pause at any time. I can rotate anytime during this of what I'm showing here. I can look at my feed rates, keep track of what my toolpath is. From there, I can go ahead and let that run. Okay, I also can go inside here and I can turn tools off if I want to, different things I can do. The other thing I can do other than toolpaths is if I go to the tools, I can take a look at the tools and see, I get a preview of the tools. You know, is that tool right? Are we using the right tools? And how I display this is I can do shaded or translucent, however I want to have this show up, we can do that. Okay, and if I want to pin it there, I can, or I want it to roll back, I can unpin it. So I can review those things. Okay, and then the next thing I also can do is a document manager. So right now, let me drag this out a little bit. We'll see that I have, here's the part, okay, and here's the file name, okay, and then here is where everything is located, okay. If I want to, I can actually add a traveler to this, And remind, now I'm in the shop floor. I'm not in CAMWorks. So if someone posts this out and you want to attach the traveler to this, I can go in here, go here, let's go here, type. So if I go in here, I can actually add this traveler, this one here, okay, and add that to there, which is an Excel file that has the information that I need attached to it. So then we also have simulation where we can actually see the material being removed. So we can also see the material being removed. Here we can also we can do the turbo mode where it allows us to get right through the turbo mode. So if I go ahead and hit turbo and hit play, it'll run through this and take us to the end, and then we can compare at the end. So we'll see that's running through the different ones. So I'm just going to cancel that for now. So we can do that as well. And then also we also have G-code. So normally this is all we have. When we post out from CAMWorks, we'll post out and we'll get the Simco editor to come up, and then we can review. We can go to backplot. We can see this, but we also, this is attached digitally to this as well, but we get everything else with this as well that I've been showing you. So this can be viewed here. This can you can view it, you can modify it. There is potential to modify. I can do a save as and save it another name, but not the digital one. This will be its own all by itself if I want to modify anything, because notice it's read only. Okay, I'll drag this over here and close this. Then the other thing is the setup sheet. So here's where the setup sheet's located. This is the one I did as the operations one. Here's my tool list and the things I'm calling on my setup sheet to be here that you see here. So if there's a change and you want to repost out, you can do that. Again, with this being inside here, I can attach from a document from when I kick out or when I'm in the file here to send any files that I want with it to do this. So let me go ahead and close this real quick. If you want to save and change this now. Let me go here. Okay, so if I want to, when I'm in here, when I want to publish out, I can publish out from here. And then, like I was saying earlier, I can change my location. I can change it to a different post. If I want to change it to this one. And then maybe I want to change the setup sheet style. So I'll go here and I'll go to, we'll do my tool list. Okay, and then I can also attach a file. And I'll go ahead and we'll type, we'll attach this traveler to it. Okay, and I'll say okay. Okay, and then when I publish this out, I want to replace it over the top of the other one. Or I could give it a different name. And then from there, when I do this, it's going to generate my setup sheets. It's going to kick this out, and when it does, I want that one. It's going to come out here. And the one thing I want to talk about is there is a publisher for SolidWorks CAM as well. This is not CAMWorks that we can do this. You will need the CAMWorks ShopFloor viewer to view what you publish from SolidWorks CAM, but there is a free download on CAMWorks website for ShopFloor for SolidWorks CAM, professional and standard. So when this kicks out, I'm gonna open this up. And where that location is if we go to, if you've ever been on here, we go and there's under ShopFloor, there is a SolidWorks CAM publishers here that you can download. Okay, well, let's see if this opens. Okay, so when I drag this over here, just makes this a little wider. We'll see, here's our toolpath that we have. Okay, and now this time, if I go here to my setup sheets, we'll see that now I have a tool list one with this one. Okay. Well, depending on what I want to send out. If I want to review, I can go here, of course, and measure, do any of those things that I want to do. And if I go here to my NC code, here's my NC code. Make this a little larger, and we'll go here, and we still have our back plot like we were talking about before. I can go ahead and play that to do that if I want to from here. Okay. So this is a very powerful tool. There's a lot of things we can do with this. Of course, it's at the fraction of the cost of what, because normally to see these kind of things, we would have to have a license of CAMWorks to do the step through simulation, to look at the we print out the setups, the sheet setups. We can still print them out if you want to, but this is all digital in a one digital container. All these things are together, one file. Okay, so I'm just going to close this real quick. And then the other thing I want to talk about real fast here is to review the benefits of what we get. So traditionally, without CAMWorks ShopFloor, we would not be able to step through the toolpath. They would see that digitally out on the shop floor, but with the CAMWorks ShopFloor viewer, we can. We also can see the target part versus the finished part in the toolpath simulation, so we can compare what we want the part to look like versus what has been programmed. We also can see we can see setups currently, but this allows us to do digitally and print them out, so that's available. But then we also 3D view model. We can view the model. We can look at maybe how this thing is set up. So if you want to look at it, maybe how you want to set this up. Maybe it's missing areas where it should be, where you want to hold the part down. Maybe it's missing avoid areas. Those things you can view the model, what this thing is going to look like, other than just getting the G code. You can also navigate through there and view and zoom and look at things and verify if something is a tab, different things like that. Measure hole sizes, those things you can do as well. If we have GD&T applied, so if we have any of the GD&T applied, we can view that as well. We can also view and edit code, so we can, if we actually do a file save as, we can go ahead and edit that. And then also we used to be able to just view the code, but now we can edit it. Okay. So I'll hand this off to Kim.
So for those of you who are not as familiar with this, GoEngineer's mission is to provide our customers with the design and manufacturing tools along with the expertise to help them efficiently go live with new technologies so that they can ultimately be more competitive in their respective marketplace. With the recent acquisition of computer-aided technology, GoEngineer has added over 30 offices to serve you. We offer classes in various topics hosted at locations across the U.S. Along with classroom training, we offer virtual and custom training to accommodate the best and most convenient way for your team to learn. We offer 3,000 videos on YouTube and add new content to our knowledge-based sources regularly. GoEngineer staff's technical support team here in the U.S. to address any technical issues you come across. Please sign up for our newsletter. Check us out on social media. We'd love to see you there. If you have any questions following this webinar, feel free to reach out to me for CAM licensing or account questions, and to Dawn for more technical questions. Thank you all again for joining us today, and have a great rest of your day.